you know, as I've learned to adapt to what was happening, it ended up being a big blessing. Because you ever work so hard that you don't take care of yourself? That was me. You know, I got a chance to rearrange my apartment, make it comfortable, because I was always on the go. I was never home.
Right, you moving around.
The first week that I had to stay home for the first time, I was like, ilk, who lives here? Like, shit was everywhere. My apartment was a mess. I haven't mopped in like 2 years.
Oh my God, wait.
I had no curtains up, you know, and like, it was like, I had created a space that said, you know, you're single and you're okay with that. Like, I wasn't inviting. And then I realized that sometimes the energy that we put off has a lot to do with our surroundings. I'm working. You know, I wasn't warming and embracing. So like, no one can come to my house. My house is a mess.
Come on, Monique. Come on, girl.
So what I did was I redecorated my apartment, honey. I put some curtains up after 10 years. Hallelujah.
This is some current to change the vibe real quick.
I had the same rug. My daughter's about to get married. She just turned 26.
Okay.
I had the same rug in my apartment that was here when she was 10 years old.
Come on, Monique.
So I got me a new rug. I went to Walmart, got me a new rug. You can't tell me nothing. I'll be all on the floor like,
Oh,
you comfortable, Monique? Girl, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm going to do all my shows through Zoom, honey. I got me some new pillows. I got me some new black pillows. Look. You know, and I got me a dope ring light.
I got one right now.
I'm good. Listen, and they about to hit us with another stimulus check. I'm good.
You see the face, right? Like, really?
And so look, now I think I'm ready for a boyfriend.
Never mind.
You're listening in the Facebook comments right now. She's looking for it. She got her shit together on the quarantine is what she's saying. She got her shit together.
Ready.
Yep,
Shanell, what's been going on with you, darling? You know, with everything I see in the momentum you was on before the COVID, at the Apollo, just moving at the fucking speed of light, sis. How you been feeling? What's your perspective of everything going on?
So it hit me. I don't watch the news either, but I was hearing little things. I was at Caroline's. I got my first weekend at Caroline's. I'm amped up. I'm amped up. They're like, oh, you know, we talking about doing a comic spotlight. We talking about moves. Yeah. So we starting to look. I'm with Rodman. So starting to see like the crowds are dwindling every night. Like anytime that he was there before, I knew that like sold the place out.
Right.
So now we got 50, 60 people in here. What's going on? Keep done. So then it's like, yo, we just gonna shut down for 2 weeks. I'm like, all right, cool. Same thing, Monique. I'm a mop. I'm a clean up because I was ripping and running. Right. Airplanes are starting to feel like Ubers. Like that's how serious it was. Like last year, like I'm so grateful for just my last year. Like, you know, we grind. And I know it's much more to come. But the time now that I had to reflect, last year was super dope. You know what I mean? Like I Monique, we haven't met in person, but I got to meet Gina. I got to meet so many
last
people.
show.
I've been following.
That was your last show. Like, but I did hear you open up, you know, Comics Talk, but I did hear you opened up the club. Like, we never met in person, but I got that information. Like, it was just like to keep it moving.
Yeah.
So now I'm in the house with a 2-year-old. That ain't it. I slowed down. I finally got something on my. I had to get braces. I slowed down. I finally was like, all right, let me take care of my mouth.
There you go.
So you come out shining when you.
I'm about to come out shining. I lost a lot. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. So that's really it. Like I think the most like hard thing for me was like just being truthfully like dealing with grief. So now when you slow down, because you know when you're moving, and like when you're grieving, it's easy to just keep moving. Like I lost my grandmother, I lost my godmother, like back to back, and I just put so much into comedy. Like I'm going. Like you said, speed of lightning. Like anything, anywhere, I was there. So now that I had to sit still, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, I cried over my godmom. It's been 4 years. Like, she died yesterday, like one day.
Wow, that's good though. That's good.
Like, lost it.
Yeah.
That's good.
But I needed to do that.
Right.
Right. And since it's crazy because I think I think we all in our own right had those. We had the goals, we had the plans, and I think this was a cleansing. I think for the world, if you really look at it, it's really sat everybody down. We're all on the same. I want to say ranking, if you will. Some of us got to meet, like you said, Shanell, like this. Like, I've never met y'all all in person. No. But I've always been watching, you know, Monique, you with the club, you've worked with and booked a lot of comedians that I've worked with and show love. Gina with the Instagram live and seeing you on Javon's show, and I work with Javon. So, and Shanell, I've been trying to get her and do stuff for the longest, and I love connecting with Philly. So it's just shown that you can still meet people and still adapt and connect and still work. So I find out after the COVID, it's going to be even better because we've already been doing things and keeping that going. So with that being said, what are some of the things y'all been doing to stay creative as comedians? I'm going to go to Gina first, then we'll go to Monique and then Shanell. What are some of the things y'all been doing, whatever it is? How you been staying sharp?
I've been staying sharp, using it every day, just making sure, just, you know, I'm myself, basically. So it's kind of like, I'm just on it. I make people laugh. I'm making people laugh every day, you know, especially with what's going on from my family to people that I talk to on the phone and I FaceTime. Right. You know, I'm on that. But a lot of people said they've been doing like a lot of writing and things of that nature, but I haven't been doing a lot of writing. I really took this time I'm ready to tell my story. Like I talked to my husband earlier, like I told jokes. You see what I'm saying? Like I told jokes and I made the joke personable versus being, you know what I'm saying, just letting people know about me, my husband, my son, just how my life is. So this time, I really just been soaking all that in, if that makes sense. Like I've been peeping stuff out like, okay, see, now I know I ain't the only one. This is the type of shit I need to be talking about.
You taking notes. I feel you. Yep.
And just watching other comics. I still watch comic specials. I still watch Dave Chappelle when he did 846. I try to stay on top of things. I'm not the type of person to do like the little gossip stuff, so that's not really my take, but I try to keep up. You know, I'm keeping up with what's going on. I know the entanglements. You feel me? I know what's here.
We're going to get to that next. Yeah, go ahead. Because I got to ask y'all perspective as women on that in a second, but go ahead.
Okay, but I'm just trying to staying sharp, man. Just keep it. You got to keep it inside. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always told, it's not on you, it's in you. So if it's in you, it's something that it ain't going nowhere. You just keep moving and keep rocking. So I'm sure I'll be nervous when I get back on there, but it's just like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Especially if you good, nigga. You just go get on that bike. kickstart a little bit.
That's a fact, though. It's like second nature. What you think, Monique? And I think for you, Monique, too, it's a little bit of both because as an owner of a club and a comedian, what are some of the things you've been doing to stay sharp and with the club more so and as a comedian?
That's a good question. You know, actually, I'm happy that I had a chance I was open for 6 weeks. My grand opening was February 1st. I had over 600 people at my grand opening.
Where is it at again? Tell the folks where it's at again.
It's 301 Main Street, Patterson, New Jersey, in Center City Mall.
Okay.
I opened February 1st. Yep, beautiful spot. I opened February 1st. I had 600 people. I had one comedy show planned, but because of all the people that was waiting to get in, I had to add 2 more shows. So the comedians that came out to support me, I had to hit them off with some bread and throw them on stage. And you know they was happy about that. So I was open 6 weeks, and I think in that 6 weeks I did like 6 private birthday parties, and I think I had like 4 or 5 shows. Well, I'm glad that I had a chance to stop and reposition like my business plan, because the internet and virtual is just a whole nother bread. You know what I mean?
There is.
I got a chance to network, join some business groups, meet other business women.
Nice.
When you working and you trying to build your career, it's hard to network with other people because you're just going and going and going.
That's a fact.
You know, I was able to say, all right, what Black women groups are out there? What Black new business groups are out there? So that kind of helped me with my marketing, free marketing. That's something that I learned because, you know, I didn't know how to run a business. So I was just going off of the strength that I love comedy and I love to see people get on stage and use their gift. That's why I opened the club. But the whole shutdown allowed me to really connect with people that I wouldn't normally, been able to reach because I'm in Patterson and I wasn't thinking virtual shows. I wasn't thinking. So now I'm doing, what I did was I came up with a character called Day Day. Day Day is a character that I came up with, and it was to shed light on the children that were pulled out from school and had to be homeschooled by their parents. Some of these parents don't even know how to read. Some of these parents didn't go to school. Some of these parents,
don't even got the internet in the house. First of all,
right.
For real.
First of all,
yeah.
So I created this Day Day to keep, to show that we need to keep these kids in prayer. Some of these kids, this is gonna set them back academically. So shut down. So
socially,
because now you're taking away their friends. You're taking the teachers that care about them. Everybody doesn't have a loving home.
That's right.
Some people go to school to eat. Some people go to school to get the love.
Get away. You're right. That's a fact.
Day Day went crazy. Like people started going crazy over Day Day, ordering personalized Day Day videos. I did backpacks, with the character Day Day on it. So I would have never thought about that if this wouldn't have happened. So now that's something else I can add to my resume, a creative writer, because I do a whole practically show over this character called Day Day.
Right.
And it helped me a lot as a comic. I'm doing more videos now. I wasn't doing videos before Corona. Right. Now I'm doing the funny videos. I'm doing TikTok. I'm a savage, nasty, bougie. You know what I mean? Like,
so Shanell's face, like,
I did a Betty Wright. Let me tell you something. A month before Betty Wright passed away, I was doing a TikTok, right? Yeah. I did a Betty Wright video off of her song "No Pain, No Pain." I had a wig.
Right.
She reposted my video. It got over 70,000 views. The next day, her special aired. And I didn't know. I had no idea. I'm on TikTok doing videos.
Right.
A month later to the day she passed away. And I said, you know what? I'm glad I got a chance to pay homage to her.
Right.
Yeah.
So you see how things all line up?
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I think it's.
And I lost my stomach.
She had to throw that in there, but go ahead for that. Clap it up for that. Hey, come on now.
I did the D-herb detox.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Before Corona, I was
look. Gina about to pull it out. This is a segue for Gina.
Don't even get Gina started with this tea. Please don't.
I didn't even know my stomach was so big until we got locked down.
Till you get it out. Right, Monique? You got to get it out.
Wait, first of all, y'all stupid. Shout out to the 21 people on Facebook. Nick Snow, I appreciate you. Everybody share the live. This is what we doing. We talking real life right now before we get to the funny. So Shanell, my Philly sister, talk to me. What you been doing to stay sharp? Creative.
So like Gina said, I've been I'll jot down stuff on my phone. More so, I was the one, like sometimes I would write it completely out. Yeah. But I'm naturally funny. I realized that. And like Gina said, before the shutdown, I started getting to a point where I wanted to talk more about me. Like it was beforehand, it was like jokes and we can do punchlines and it wasn't
right.
But yo, I've been through some stuff. Like some stuff that like you wouldn't find the humor in. So like honestly, the things that I've been working on is, and I had to reach out to one of our lighter fair skin comics to help me just like get this joke together because it's how you word certain things that you can just make it completely hilarious.
That's a fact.
And one of the people that I think does that the most in this game, I don't know everybody is familiar with Lawrence Owens. Lawrence Owens can take
a joke.
He can take a serious situation and make it the most funny. You'll be like, yo, that's not funny, but that's hilarious.
Right.
So that's the thing that I've been working on, trying to touch like the things that, brought trauma in my life, like how I viewed them from, like people would never think So, for example, not the joke, we gonna get into it, but I was sexually assaulted in college, right?
Oh.
And, yeah, right. Just jump right into it.
Go ahead.
But my whole thing was just, I was thinking like, yo, like, dog, you ain't kissed me or nothing. Like, you didn't even want to build up to this memento. Like, you didn't even, you know what I mean? The next day you saw me, you didn't want to say, hey, Shanell, you know, you want a muffin or nothing. You just took what you took and it was cool. Like, well, that was my train of thought. That was one.
Right.
Then I found out, because it's so common among us and it's sad. But my cousin, she came and we were talking after my grandma passed away. We were talking and she was like, it happened to me too. But her story sounds so much more severe than mine did. Right. So the whole time in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like how I'm going to outdo her story. Like I'm going to have to add like a giraffe or something. Like, cause she's really, cause what I'm not going to do is get raped twice. Like what you're not going to do is your story not going to outrape mine. So let's put ourselves together. I'm gonna need to raise my bar.
I can't with you.
So, but that's what I'm saying.
But like you said, that was where your train of thought was, right?
That's where my train of, like, who does that? That was my train of thought. Like, no, she's not about to, no, not twice. No, baby. Like, I'm about to up this story in a second. It's going to be all types of Asian midgets. Yeah. Oh, by the time I'm done, you're going to feel bad.
Yeah.
So that's where I've been, like, trying to write my story, trying to, you know, bring my voice to the table. Also, like, dealing with my kids. Like, that's how like, my spark is him. Like, seeing his development. Honestly, his teachers could have told me this from school, but I guess I got to see it firsthand. But, yeah, that's really just what it's been. Like, just trying my best. I have a show tomorrow, a physical show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because Gina said it's like riding a horse. Either I'm going to come out on top. Feel like the beginner. Let's
they got to pick you up. They got to pick me up. I want to ask y'all political stance. Not too much into it. I know, you know, everybody has their own views. We all can't stand that dude in office right now. I want to ask y'all, I'm going to go to Gina, and we're going to work our way around to Shanell and then end it with Monique on this one. Do you think it's time for a woman president? And I'm going to tell you what I think. I think yes. One, women been holding it down and setting shit straight in this country for a long time. So it's funny to me why they blocking it and how it's been 44 men and they haven't even tried to have one yet. So I think we need a sister. I think we need that auntie, that elder in the family. She ain't got to know you, but when you see her, you straighten the fuck up. You know that lady in the family? And I'm talking when she gets inaugurated. Fuck that happy shit. She ain't happy. She mad as hell when she addressed the nation. And she goes, I'm going to need everybody to sit down and get their shit together. Black, white, black lives, all lives. I need everybody to sit the hell down. Like, we need that. So I want to ask y'all, do y'all think it's time for a woman president? What you think, Gina?
Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't even thought about that. And I'm just going to keep it real. And I'm just going to keep it real with y'all because we real shit. And I'm just going to keep it goddamn real. I haven't even thought about that. Like, because I thought about it as a sister. So I think it should be a black woman's, but look how long it took us to get a black man. So I kind of, it's not that it's not on my mind, but it's something that I'm just like, I just want him gone. My nigga almost was like, if he just talk right this time, I might put the check mark, but he messed that up. So, but you know what? That's pretty dope. I definitely agree with you. I say that it's time. You know what I mean? And I say that it would really, really show other countries and show people like, look, we're not playing around. We had to go get mama.
You're right. We had to go get mama. Let's get out of here.
Was acting up. Daddy, they wasn't doing right. We had to go get mama coming. Aunt Via, what was her sister? What's everybody auntie?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about. We need somebody, like you said, to come in here and just swoop it on up, get some money back in our pockets.
Get our credit together, all that.
Show people how to treat people, show young women, especially of color, how to keep, let's get ourselves, let's get this crime back fixed because y'all was tripping. And Michelle showed us a little bit, but she was, you know what I'm saying? She was on the side. She was just the one.
She was chilling. Yeah, she was chilling.
She got us there. So if we had a president that was up there just, what? I don't think we would have no more rap. I don't think it'd be not one twerk. I really believe.
I'm gonna say this.
Not one twerk video.
I'm gonna say this before I go to Shanell. I've always been scared of my women principals more than my men principals growing in high school. Just think of that. You always been like, nah, chill. Miss Brown coming. Right. Sit my ass down. Mr. Johnson, fuck that nigga. Fuck Mr. Johnson. I don't give a fuck about him. But Shanell, what you think? What you think? A female president?
Yo, the first person I thought about was Maxine Waters.
Mm.
Okay.
That was the first person I just thought about when you said what you said. Yeah, definitely. I think she'll definitely pull it together. It'd probably be like an alert on our phone. We use our debit card for something stupid. Like, no, that ain't gonna work. No, you might put that back. Like,
Right.
no, like that's all she gotta do is slow down the Air Force One. Like, slow down the white one, baby. We gonna get it together. We gonna pull it together. So no, I definitely agree. It's about time. I read a meme the other day. It was like, we don't want a female president because war will start. How many wars have we had? They all been started by men.
Yeah.
So we can't keep saying because of a woman something's going to happen. Like, things have already happened. So she just gonna come in. She gonna have people in her ear. She already gonna feel like she gotta raise the bar. So she gonna have an attitude at all times.
Yeah.
All that.
Major two.
Yeah. And you're gonna have to deal with it, and all that. You're not walking and shooting them schools because she walking in behind you. Don't send the cops. I'm going.
Right. She regulated.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm going by myself. Like, you need a ride, I'll be back. Don't worry about it. He slipped up. Let me go rearrange his situation.
Right.
Together.
What you think, Mo?
I think it's definitely time. It's funny. I think she's gonna have to be on some medication though, because you know how we deal with PMS. Sometimes we ain't gonna be in the mood to run the country. No, not today. I'm not in the mood today. I'm cramping. You know what I mean? My breast is sore. I ain't got time. Y'all gonna have to act right. So I believe that we definitely. Who I wanted to see run?
Who?
Condoleezza Rice. Remember her?
She was cool. I have my reservations for her. That's all. She was tough.
I was hoping that she worked out. Cheryl Underwood would even be a great. If Kanye could run, Cheryl Underwood.
As long as she carry her bag with her the whole time, she got to carry her bag with her the whole time.
Smiling.
I agree. But
whoever she is, we have to understand that sometimes she ain't gonna be in the mood for all that.
Right.
You know what I mean? She gonna be PMSing. She gonna be, unless she, she going through menopause. She that's.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, we're not doing that today.
Right.
So, I definitely think it's time.
But you guys.
Can I add to that? So maybe if her vice president is a man, because I know in my house. I know in my house. I'm just going from the kid aspect, the parent thing.
Right.
My son comes to me, but on those days, go talk to your father. Like,
right.
Yo,
absolutely. It couldn't be two women in
no.
Right. They never get done.
No.
My grandmother always told me that it can't be two women in the kitchen.
They're gonna be at brunch, too lit, can't run the country. Right. We got to go to brunch.
And then throwing drinks, they throwing drinks in faces and stuff at me.
Yeah,
Girl, you would be throwing drinks. What you doing?
I want to ask y'all, speaking of women, I don't know if y'all have heard or you may have, and you have an opinion, this perspective on Will Jada and August Alsina real quick. And I want to talk to one thing in particular. I had a podcast episode and I had all guys on there and I asked, what are y'all feelings about it? Because the notion is a lot of men that feel like if it was the roles were reversed and this was Will, and you may have heard this debate before, if it was Will and Will was talking to a friend of Willow's or Jaden Smith and, the girl was a younger of the age. And so I feel like there's some truth to that. Maybe like I can see why people see that. But I want to ask y'all, why is it when Jada does it, it's taken as healing? It's taken as go ahead, Mo. Mo's already shaking her head.
Yeah, I ain't say that.
No.
What y'all think on that?
I want to know
why entanglement.
I want to know why she thought she can heal him.
I mean,
I want to know what her thought process was when she felt like she wanted to heal him.
Right.
That's number one. Number two, Will should have known better. Anybody that messed with Tupac even as friends.
Yeah.
Jada is a G, period.
Yeah, she is.
Jada gonna do Jada is headstrong.
Right.
She gonna do what she want to do when she want to do it.
Okay.
But you know what struck me funny though? When Will said we took our place, you remember the part when he said, tell everybody what happened when we took our place. Something he said. It just
some weird shit right there. He did.
When he said that to me, that threw off everything.
Right.
Her entanglement followed his nonsense.
Or it's like that's what they're. I mean, and this is, and honestly, over the years we've known this is how they're comfortable. That's one thing I think is dope. They can be open, and they. So I did peep a couple times. I'm like, is he insinuating something?
And when he said to Jada, "I'm gonna get you back," he meant that. He meant that from the heart. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting you back." She was like, "Well, stop playing. You already got me back." He said, "No, I'm getting you back again."
Yeah. From this one.
You know,
I got you back from the last one that you did.
Right. Jada and I are around the same age. We're at our horniest at our age. So I understand how she got into the entanglement. I get it. You know, I understand, like, these young boys are looking good out here. You know, musically, she was probably stimulated and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And she probably was like, you know what? Because they weren't together. They were separated.
Right.
So, you know, she could have, you know, I don't know, Jada.
All right. Hold up. All right, Shanell and then Gina close this one out. Go ahead.
All right. So I came from a lot of different angles on the whole situation, you know, being a wife. So being a wife, being in a marriage, you know, I just look like, you know, they say for better or for worse, you know, sickness and health. Nobody can tell you what's better, what's worse. You know, nobody can give you a blueprint of, you know, in sickness, because people have different sicknesses, mental, you know. We have to deal with all of that in a marriage. That makes a marriage. Okay.
Go ahead. Preach.
Because I'm just approaching 5 years, and we've seen our days, and we still have more to come. Because, like I said, I was taught, you know, I just learned this a couple weeks ago, actually. A marriage is just something that two people not quitting at the same time. You might quit today, and you know what I mean? As long as y'all don't quit at the same time, you're all right to go.
Right.
So that stuck out to me. Yeah, it was definitely weird that you started dating your son's friend. That's just wild to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just at a certain point, like my godson he'll be 18. That's just like, you know, he gets above age, his friends, like, that's my son. So
right. Exactly.
I don't even look at your friends like that. I look at them like I look at you. That you know what I mean? That's that. Now that's then. But then it's like, yo, what stuck out to me, I took it a wholly different way. I looked at when that man said, I'll love you through anything, that hit me differently.
Wow.
Because I think everybody's like, oh, Will's a nut. But if you have never been married or been in a marriage or understands the values of marriage, and things are not going to always go your way, you're not going to get it. Yeah. You're not going to get it. Because there's many days I wanted to set up a meet and greet with him and God. But we're still here. So, yeah, things happen. Nobody's justifying infidelity. Nobody's saying that it's common, that it's normal, or whatever the case may be. But things happen.
Yeah. Well, I looked at it from August side, which is excuse my friend, with some bitch ass shit. That nigga's a bitch ass nigga. Okay, let me.
That I agree with.
I look at it like, because I'm a comedian, so for me, like in my marriage, I'm the comedian, so I'm the one in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I get, you know, you get groupies and all sorts of things. So if she partaked in a groupie situation, you know she was bad. Why is you? Why are you falling in love with a married woman? I don't understand. And I would say that if it was vice versa, because we say it on Basketball Wives, we say it about them. Why are you falling in love with a married man? So to me, it was some bitch shit. Like, you know, because she didn't, you know, probably do what she probably whispered in your ear at the time that she was gonna do, just a real nigga, because we all thought she couldn't be. So niggas probably, I love you, you know, so that nigga all kind of shit, and he can't live without Jada Pinkett. So I believe that their marriage is theirs. I believe she should have never came at that red table and explained a damn thing.
That's what I said too. I was like,
I agree with her.
Elaborate.
I agree with
nothing. That is true.
Explaining myself, because this was 4 years ago.
Right.
And we didn't got past it. Negro, I don't want to go through what we got through to get through what we get through. I agree. Again. No, sir. So I really took it like August was like a little punk ass nigga. Like,
that's true.
That's 25 years strong, little boy. You not gonna break this. So you should have just got you some and told your homies and left it alone.
Yeah,
I agree.
And you know, when he first came out, I thought it was like hot off the press, like TMZ shit. I said, oh, first off, I didn't know Jada was fucking August. Okay. And then when I saw the interview, I watched the whole interview. It was an hour. He only talked about it for like 3 minutes with Angela Yee. So I said, wait a minute. Then when I heard Will and Jada address it as if like he was sick, I was like, oh, they just discredited. He was on some bitch shit. So I was the same way. I was like that. So let's shift to more funny about getting to know y'all's comments. I'm gonna go to Gina, and then we're gonna work our way back. People know y'all from seeing y'all on stage. People know y'all from seeing y'all on social media, wherever they've seen y'all or have, you've helped, bring out a laugh as a comedian. But I want to know, what were y'all like in middle school, particularly 6th and 7th grade? I'm going to go to Gina first. Describe yourself. What were you like in middle school? Let's get it.
Okay, I'm about to keep it like 1,000 because that's what we're going to do on the show.
Go ahead.
Okay, so 6th grade, you guys, I went to school in Memphis for 6th grade. My mom and dad had split, and I wanted to live with my dad so bad. We went to Memphis for the summer, and my dad left me in Memphis. He left with his new wife and her 2 kids to Orlando and left me in Memphis.
Okay.
So I started school wearing like my cousin's clothes that was like too big. My hair was, what I'm saying, this big mama, old, the candy lady, you know what I'm saying? She ain't got it like that. So 6th grade for me, I tried to play basketball. 6th grade was horrible. It was like the worst grade ever. And then I was from California, so they thought that I was all that, and whatever.
Coming from the East Coast, yeah.
It was just like 6th grade was horrible, okay? But 7th grade, dog, I went on there. My mama came and got me. My grandmama, okay?
My mama came and got me.
Well, my little change came and picked me up, okay?
Okay.
So I went home to California. I got my first boyfriend in 7th grade.
Hey.
Robert Burgo Jr.
She still knows his name. And he's a junior too. Okay.
But I've always been just like this. So even though I was in my little shell, the 2 people that was my friend in the 6th grade, they got this. And then when I got to 7th grade and I was just a new person, I had some new little clothes and a little boyfriend. Boo! It was with this funny with a little attitude. I was like, yeah, Robert, he played football.
That's my boyfriend.
In my life, I thought my life was over. So that's all.
Interesting. I would never have known that. Memphis. And I think a lot of people can relate to that because my parents, they weren't married, but they co-parent and did all that. But to know that you went from Memphis to Cali, that's crazy. Mo and then Shanell. Go ahead. Mo, what were you like in middle school? Come on now. Lay it on us.
It was 2-parters. My uncle played for the Atlanta Falcons around that age. So I spent the summer in Georgia. And he was a superstar. So I was like, my uncle is a football player. He on television. I'm a star. So, I was on that trip. But what happened was I had a curly kit and my mother was sick of my curly kit. So she threw a perm.
Hold on, curly kit. Explain what that is for the people watching on Facebook.
The Jerry curl back in the day.
Okay, the Jerry curl.
Oh,
that's not just for me, right? That's not just for me?
No, that's a perm.
Oh, no.
That's an actual perm. Like,
I had a full-blown Jerry curl.
Oh.
Okay? My mother was tired of buying me the spray.
Yeah.
So she put a perm on top of my Jerry curl, or my hair fell out.
On top of the Jerry curl?
On top of the Jerry. My mother had me at 16.
Okay.
So she was young. Okay. So by the time I was 6 or 7, she was only like 21 or 22.
Mm.
So she was like, you know what? I'm tired of your curls dripping. You dripping all over the place. I'm gonna put this perm in your hair so you can go to school tomorrow with a perm. You got a curly kit today. Tomorrow you're going to school with a perm.
I'm tired of the curls dripping.
All my hair fell out. Okay. So you see this haircut? I had this haircut in the 3rd grade.
Yo.
Everybody laughed at me.
I'm leaving.
I was back in the day.
I'm leaving.
When I was coming up, they used to crack on you.
Oh,
see,
God.
The kids nowadays think they bullied. You don't know what bullying is.
Oh, hell no.
Bullying is when you you ugly, you fat, you bald headed, your mama. I'm fighting your whole family. That's the real playground bullying.
Yeah.
So they used to call me bald headed and big lips and big eyes, and it was the worst.
Yeah.
So I had to work on my looks. I had to work my hair. I used to wear a bow, and just like this haircut with a pink bow to give me something to use to hang down on the side.
Okay.
Right. And on the weekends, I would wear like stocking caps and let the end of the stocking caps be my hair. So, you know, I used to be like, yeah.
With the stocking.
That was stocking caps. Stockings were the original Malaysian hair. Okay. That was my first weave.
She had a
So,
weave in middle school.
That was my life in grammar school.
I love it. Before I go to Shanell, some of y'all don't know, or y'all do know, I work and have worked in the Board of Education. I've worked with kids for about 17 years. So I'm a dean of a high school now, and I've worked with middle school. And middle school kids, they just don't give a shit. They just say whatever the hell they feel. They in that pocket of figuring it out. I mean, I wore a Nike track jacket with some regular jeans, and one of my middle school said, "Yo, Mr. Hill, you got to wear the whole outfit if you're gonna wear this shit." I said, "Little nigga, you don't get up out my goddamn face. Don't be telling me how to dress, goddamn it. I'm 36, goddamn it."
Right.
but Shanell, what were you like in middle school? Tell the folks watching right now, how were you?
I was bad. I was smart, but I was bad. Literally, my mom I stayed in the house the entire 6th grade year. I was on punishment from second day of school. I'm dead serious. I literally passed middle school. 6th grade was 6 D's and 1 F because we had 7 classes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had 2 F's, you couldn't go to the next grade. But I barely made it. Okay. But my dean, she was a science teacher. I was always in the science, little geek, little girl. That was the only class that I really halfway applied myself. And she told my mom, like, when she gets in trouble, she makes me laugh.
Yeah.
So sometimes I let it slide because it's like, she made me laugh. But I was horrible. I was fighting. I was a bully. Oh, yeah. I was a fighter. Listen, and I grew up in church. I grew up in church and in the hood. I've been bipolar my whole life. Like, y'all just keep telling me to be nice, then I got issues. So, yeah. I spent my entire 6th grade career in the house.
Yeah.
And I had a mom who was like, I'll give you anything. We were poor, but she worked at JCPenney's and she got her little discount. So any Reebok, like, you know what I mean? They was regular $40. She can get them for $22.
It was lit. Right. Yeah, he was good.
Right? He was good. Like, she didn't mind getting them. So her thing was, when I act up, you wear your old stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so now I'm going with a double-breasted vest and shirt, looking stupid. Because I wanted to act up. Looking dumb. Now all that stuff back in. I wish I had it. But a vest and all. Like, she had me looking crazy. 2 tight turtlenecks. Like, she did me in. But it didn't stop me because but I realized now, I had just gotten to a new school. We had just moved the year before. So we went from one part of Philly to another part of Philly. So I was still trying to make friends. And
you still figuring it out,
Yeah, so we had to rumble. We had to rumble.
Yeah. I'm going to take y'all back. Y'all do comedy. Y'all make people laugh for a living now and produce stuff. But think back to a time where you had the weirdest job. I'm going to start with Monique, but I'm going to go before you and tell you I was the guy. I had a couple weird jobs. Express for Men. I was the nigga that was folding the clothes that y'all would come in the store and fuck up, and I would have to fold it up. That shit is annoying. Like, and my second job, I always tell this one, I worked at a cell phone kiosk. I was the dude in the mall. You would be minding your business. You'd be on with the fam. You'd be shopping. I'm yelling across. You pass me. Hey, miss, you got a cell phone? Oh, you got a cell phone? Okay, well, fuck you too then. All right, you ain't got that upgrade though. Oh, like, I was that guy. This annoying as fuck. It was Talon said to me, that is the trashiest job that I've ever heard of. He had me dying. But what's the weirdest job? Mo, I'm gonna start with Mo. What's the weirdest job you've ever had? I don't care. It could be in high school. The weirdest, craziest job.
The weirdest job I had, I don't know if I really had a weird job, but one job that my kids was embarrassed about. I worked at A&P for 8 years.
Okay.
And I had an office job during the day, 9 to 5, and I had to get an extra job at night at supermarkets. I used to wear little vests. My kids were so embarrassed by that, and people were so nasty to me. And you know what? What made it weird is because they looked at me like an old lady. The kids got away with murder. The kids used to be on the register, ringing people up on their cell phones.
This is ghetto.
Texting, and they used to get away with murder. Me, if I text the kids, sometimes I would text them and say, do your homework while I'm on the register. Right. They would say something. You're not supposed to be on your phone, but they would let the kids get away with murder. And I couldn't stand that. And I found myself getting jealous of these high school kids. I used to want to fight the kids. Like I found myself wanting to punch one of these kids in the face.
No.
Just they take you there. They took you there.
Right. Like, everything I did, if I was 2 minutes late from my lunch break, it was a problem. But they would be on lunch breaks for hours, just walking up and down the aisle, eating stuff. And with me, they was on me. Oh, you late for work. You late on your break. And I'm like, I was like, what is going on?
It was all up on you. It was hating.
They were on me, but it turned out to be a blessing because when I started doing comedy, I was there, and everybody that would come down my register, I would say, I'm doing comedy. I'm gonna try comedy.
Hell yeah.
People would follow me. They will follow me because
drop a receipt in the bag. Drop a flyer in the bag. Here you go.
Little mixtape.
Right. So I have people that have supported me from back when I was working at A&P that still rock with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I wouldn't have known that. A&P is a throwback. That's up there with Pathmark and goddamn
that paper and plastic is serious, man. That paper and plastic. Man.
Gina, weirdest job you've ever had, and then Shanell.
Man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I had a weird job either. I used to push wheelchairs at the airport. I used to push people in wheelchairs.
Come on now, talk about it.
I used to do that, and September 11 happened while I was at work at the LAX airport, and I used to be at work early at like 6 in the morning, and then somebody came in there talking about some they just hit the Pentagon or something. My ass didn't really pay attention. I said, the Pentagon? Where they said? Where they said that's supposed to be? What that mean? They gonna hit us next? So then it was like they went to New York. I said, oh hell, LA is next, nigga. I left work quick enough to see the second plane. Do you hear me? I was gone. I said, oh hell no, Washington, no, LA got to be next. So that was once I finished that after September 11th. I used to have to start checking the carts for like silverware and stuff like that, knives, because back then they were still having like silverware because they were serving food and stuff like that. My gig went from wheelchair to looking under the damn carts with a little flashlight.
Up in there, yeah.
I was mad because I used to make tips. I would push these little old folks to their gate with laugh and make them feel good. And a dialysis technician. It's not weird, but I have a sister. My older sister has lupus and she's on dialysis. So I've always kind of seen that whole everything. Yeah. And so I thought it was gonna be nasty and like bloody type of whatever. But it actually was like so fun, like sticking, like it was, I don't know, it was fun. And helping people. So, I like to help people. That's all.
Okay. Shanell, weirdest job, craziest job.
I haven't had any weirdest jobs, but I used to work for University of Phoenix and Everest.
You are lying.
I'm dead serious.
I got my PA. This is from fucking with university. I just ain't go to the graduation. I ain't flying out there. I ain't got time for that.
Yo,
I ain't got time for that. Mail me my shit. I don't got time.
With your life. Like, that was so. But for both of those jobs, it was the same thing. The reason that I would say I left, but I got fired, but that was my personal decision. We made it at the same time.
Right?
It was literally me sitting on the phone and making promises to people about hopes. Like, so you went for whatever you went for. But like people would call and they want to be nurses, and it's like, get this healthcare degree. So you're not gonna be no nurse with this healthcare degree unless you go to nursing school, right? So me being from the hood, me being college educated, I knew like, we getting people, and it's always our folks. Like we're going to the the hood or the outskirts of PA and get these poor folks and telling them they're gonna do something, then I can't get down with that.
I can't.
That ain't me. Like that's my integrity, right? But my
Mm-hmm.
integrity, like no, I can't do that. So I started slacking off. They fired me. Life happens. My last job before I started doing comedy full time, I worked for Department of Human Services, like for kids here, DHS here.
Okay.
And like I like helping people. Like I like making people laugh and all that. It was just a strain on my heart because the system is so like geared. You got people sitting behind the desk who never met these kids who are making decisions for these kids. Like I'm in the street every day with these kids. Like they need this, and this. You're just doing this because this goes by the book.
Facts.
So, if the littlest thing happened, the kid is safe, but, the book says they got to be moved. You just snatching them out of their comfort zone, messing with their hit. Like, I can't be a part of that either. So, it was like, I'm happy when I'm on stage. Like, my husband was like, go ahead, figure it out.
Go ahead.
We figured it out.
I mean, that's so. I got like 3 more, and it's funny you said that. I want to know. I call this the lightning round. Real quick, I'm gonna go to Monique, and then I'm gonna work on my way down. Gina and then Shanell. Tell us one thing that you love to do that folks probably wouldn't know. Like me, I love to cook. That's my sanction. As a man, I feel like I get to kind of get away, cook my shit, and put my music on. Cooking is real therapeutic. But for y'all ladies, what is one thing y'all love to do that we wouldn't normally know about y'all? Monique.
Ooh,
Give me one.
That's a good question. I love to sing and I can't sing.
Get out of here, for real.
I love to sing and I can't sing a lick. But I love you.
Shanell said, go ahead.
I love music. And you know what's funny? I took voice lessons when I was 9.
That's what I was gonna say. You should take,
Because I've always been attracted to music. I had a good friend who was an amazing singer at 8 years old. So she will harmonize with me. And to me, I feel like this: if you have a gift, your gift is gonna inspire people.
Right.
Your gift is gonna bring things out of people. So she would sing with me, and it made me feel like I could sing.
Right.
She never made me feel bad about it. She never made me feel like I was off key. She would just harmonize with me. So I grew up with a love for music, but I can't sing a lick, according to my family. But what's funny is that whenever I'm on stage, especially when I do church shows, I'm always singing and rapping. I implement that in my comedy. And that's because I have a secret love for music.
I'm like that too. Yep. Theme songs, just it's a good way to bring people in to the show. There she go. Go ahead.
I am. And I feel it. It feels good.
Come on, Sparkle. Come on now.
It feels good. But I'm not a singer, and my family makes fun of me, but I don't care.
Right.
The way she backed up on the ever.
Listen, I would have never have thought that you got a love for singing. Gina, and then Shanell. Gina, what's something you love to do that we wouldn't know that you love to do?
Man, that's crazy. Singing and dancing. I thought I was gonna be Keisha Cole / Beyonce. Years before I ever.
Hey, Michelle. Okay.
So, and I could do a little bit. I'm more of a T-Boz or a Tony Braxton-ish, type of ordeal. But that's all what I've always wanted to do.
Entertainer. I could see it. I've seen a bunch of your dancing videos when you in the garage. The shit is hilarious where you just that's some like honestly that's some Gina from Martin type vibe, like just comical energy, entertainer, like damn Gina, like that. I could see you definitely
doing videos and learning videos and learning.
Listen, I could see you dancing when they do the remake of Living Single. You in the veil, you in the silhouette. That's the Gina G in the back. Shanell. What you think?
Wait, I actually do sing, so this just got weird.
Come on, then, let's go.
We need to make a group.
Come on.
Let's make a group.
Yes.
Oh, it got me. It got me because I like every church show, like every show. And honestly, it depends how long my set is, because I got songs that, when I talk about church, I'll do like songs in the set. But I always sing before I perform. Like, that's like, me setting my foundation. It calms me. Like, it brings me to peace. Like, all right, like.
No, I don't want to hear no more talking. Sing something, nigga.
Right.
Just sing.
Just give us something.
Right now.
Yes.
He said, I've been drinking. I don't know if I could do that. All right.
Yeah, look, I'm thinking, like, wait a second, like.
Silver and gold. Give me some silver and gold. Give me something. This is like, I don't feel no way. No, come on, we're not doing that today. Look, y'all was ready.
She ain't warm up.
Come too far from where I started from.
Yes.
Sing, bro.
No.
Look, that's that Philly.
If we had a group, somebody asked y'all, if we had a group, what would the R&B group be? If y'all three was in a group, what would the name be?
After this conversation, Sisters with Attitude.
For real.
SWA.
Funny, nigga.
Yes. Look, funny voices. Funny
Voices. Cop the album. On a serious note, and before I get to y'all top fives, because I love to ask y'all who y'all think is funny, y'all personal top five, and who y'all study, who y'all watch. I want to ask y'all a serious thing that for me, this is my favorite part of the show because I've seen it in comedy. I've been producing shows and doing comedy for over a decade in New York City, all over the world, and I always, as of late and more so, it's always a drop off of the number of female comics that are on a bill. When I say that, it's usually 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. They try to give the token female comic. And now I'm starting to see coalitions and conglomerates of females coming together to start their own, which is dope. But I want to ask y'all opinion. Y'all been doing comedy. You've seen it firsthand. You've dealt with some of the bullshit from the excuses and all that. Unfiltered, what do y'all think is the reason why the female comedian is not respected as much as the male comedian nowadays? And it's no wrong answer. I've been doing comedy. I book females. Obviously, I love working with females. I've had more females on the show with males a lot of times. But what do y'all think is that disparity? And I'm gonna go to Gina first, and we're gonna work our way Shanell, and then Monique will end this one. What you think, Gina?
My bad. I thought we were just shouting it out. That's why I'm like,
no, I want to give you that time. Go ahead.
I believe that a lot of times, first of all, a lot of men don't want to book us because, first of all, we're funnier than them. That's number one.
Say it again for the people in the back. Sleep.
Because I've had someone tell me that, you know what I'm saying, like, man, I can't book you. You know, you blow the spot up. Like, you know, I can't. Like, nigga, what?
Hello.
Right.
You know, so I really think it's pussy. Either they want it and can't get it, or they are intimidated by it. That is the only. To me, that's like, what other reason do you have not to book females? Like, what? I don't understand. And then females, we are doing better, but it was a time where you wanted to be the only one. Like, you could you would be mad if another girl came on the scene, like, so, you know, like, what? So y'all, you know,
making
you felt
some
people did, but it's like, to me, it's like it's so crazy to me, y'all, because everybody is funny, like, in their own shit. Like, absolutely. Not everybody's gonna like me. Not everybody gonna like Joe. Not everybody gonna like Shanell. Not everybody gonna like Joe. So you supposed to be performing for those that's rocking with you. Right. So why are you even worried about like that? I just don't get it. And a lot of times the material is the same. And a lot of times, you know, that's another clash because y'all all want to be talking about dick. Y'all all want to be talking about how it smells and how it feels.
Great point.
And then here I come with my goddamn I'm up here just.
What you do? Do it again, Gina. Wait, do it again.
My little thing.
And I'm like, damn, well, should I say something about pussy? I don't know.
Word.
For real, I think men, really, they're just intimidated by it or they mad they can't get it. To me,
if you just tuning in right now, shout out to everybody on the live. We got 24 people consistently watching this. We having a good time. This is what we doing. It's about the ladies these last few weeks and about their perspective. I got Monique Latise, Shanell Renee, and Gina G. Kobe Jack, what up? Nicole Spain in the building. Latoya, what up? Shanell, what you think? What's your perspective on it? You do comedy in Philly. You work with the pit bulls, so I already know.
Yo, but then Gina tell you, like the first night we met, it's a young girl here. She not that. Ty probably got 3-4 years in now.
Okay.
I think she's hilarious. I love Tata.
You ain't gotta say no names. We ain't got.
Oh no. I pay how I weigh. I say what I say. They know how I do.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? She's hilarious. Like her first thing was like when I met you, you welcomed me. Because it's always just starting with the women first. Like we always make it so hard. Like, oh, you can't get in here. Oh, no, dog. Like either she gonna sink or she gonna swim. Now, if I got a tool that's gonna help her, sis, you can have it. If I have some stage time that's gonna help you get sharper, sis, you can have it. I run a clean room here. The only clean room in Philadelphia.
Sure do.
We sold out every show that we've ever had. And you know what? I was like, all right. We gonna start bringing more females on. I started telling people, everybody in the city, you want to work on your clean material because that's what TV wants. I'm thinking ahead, like, come work it out here because I got the platform for you. So that's the thing. Like, we get like I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I don't have to worry about what you bring it to the table because I'm me. You're not gonna do nothing I'm gonna do. I don't care what position I go on the show. It's still gonna be, oh, that's Shanell Renee. That's it.
Right.
So that's how I feel about the whole female aspect. Now, when it comes to the guys, Gina said it right. Yo, I'm funnier than a lot of you niggas. Like, so with that being said, like you said, I done been around the pit bull. Like here, like I started, like, really, I got into comedy because of Two Ray. First person
I was gonna say, Two Ray was on here. Shout out to Two Ray.
I was the first person I ever seen on stage. Was like, yo, I want to do this. I was in college at the time, so this is a minute ago. Like, yo, I want to do this. So when I started, like, really grinding, like, he pulled me over. Like, all right, come on, you can do this, you could do this. All right, here, you want to go to this city, blah 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 blah. And it was not because anything different, but it was because you funny. Marshall Brandon told me this.
Marshall Brandon, that's my guy.
Listen,
that's my brother.
Listen. When you meet some real ones, you love it. Listen.
That's my guy. Yep.
Marshall told me during the show, you know, they do the show in Jersey, right? Once a month, first of the month or whatever. I'm out there, and
that's
Marshall
the Bob Sumner show, right? That's the Bob Sumner show. Bob show. Yep. Willingboro, New Jersey. That's right.
So he says, Marshall says, I watch you every time, and every time I'm waiting for the dick to drop. He said, it never dropped. He said, you talking about the kids, you talking about your life, you talking about this, you talking about that. I said, because Marshall, honestly, I've done more standing up than I did on my back. So why when I get on stage, this is the only thing that comes out of my mouth? Like, no, we're not doing that. That's not who I am. That's not who I am on a regular. Like, I'm me on stage. Like, so I'm not gonna get like, girl, that's not me. Like, so I can't be anybody different. I'm not gonna pander to these set jokes because I know that's what the women like. No, I got a lot of women fans who appreciate me for me.
Right.
So I think people feel like women, we get trapped in a certain like, oh, we gotta fit, and that's the old Def Jam. That's what they laid foundation. Honestly, that's a lot of what it was. What it was, and that's what they had to do to say, I'm a woman. Like, look at me, I'm a woman.
Yep.
I'm funny, but I'm talking about women stuff. I need to focus. You need to focus that I'm a woman. So, but now we don't need to do that because they know in Philly, like, yo, yeah, Shanell gonna come, Shanell gonna do a thing, and that's gonna be that. Like, these niggas know, I'm not going behind you. You can do whatever you need to do. Be you the man. That's your show, right?
That's like, how I feel, right?
Come on, let's go.
Thank you.
I think what you said is hitting it on the head, and I'm gonna go to Monique. There's a lot of females that are funnier than a lot of males, and I think that should elevate anybody, no matter what you are. It don't matter. Funny makes sharpen steel. JP Justice always said. Shout out to JP. Steel sharpen steel, so it don't matter who you going after. If you funny, you funny. Let's get it. So Monique, why do you think that is the disparity? And I know you see it from a different lens because I know, like I said, you have the club. So now you're in a position to book more females, but you've seen it. But what you think?
I agree with all the ladies. I believe that, you know, and you know, I play another part too because I'm a fan of comedy. Yeah. I see kind of with the spiritual eye. I love to see gifts. I love to see a person with God's gift. So I see with the creative eye, and I love to see, especially women, when we can share our testimony through our performance. Right. Whether it's singing, whether it's dancing, whether it's comedy. I love when you can see, like, that's one thing I love about Mary J. Blige. You know, you can see her whole life in her performance. And, you know, because of that, I've always been attracted to women in comedy. Like, I love women in comedy.
Yes.
When I came into the game, I don't know why her name is slipping my mind right now.
What city?
Jersey. She was like at the top when I came in 10 years ago, but she got sick. What is her name?
Oh my God. Why?
Oh, is at the top. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I can't think of her name.
Was she on the show?
From Jersey. She got sick, yeah, and she's not doing it anymore. This is 10 years ago.
Damn. I'm lost on that.
This is a shame. This is embarrassing. But
Ray, what up?
She gave me a lot of tips, and she's the one that kind of said to me, like, every female have their own style. When you're on stage, you're telling a story about your life. So like Shanell said, I do more of my work standing up than on my back. She said it the best. So it's so much more about me than my sex life. I want to inspire women. I want to, encourage women. Yes. So I want that to be what I display on stage. Now, I also agree that me personally, I'm a strong comic. So when I hit the stage, I'm shutting it. I'm a showstopper, and that's because I like that type of energy. I love
like
that
the
type
bright
of
lights. You like the bright lights, yeah.
Right. So some people don't like that. So I think, there's some people that's like, that's too much. That's too much. There's someone that I admired one time. They said, all that singing and dancing she do on stage, I ain't with all that. But the crowd didn't say that after the show. The crowd enjoyed it. You feel me? So people will try to downplay your energy, and you just got to be strong in the game. You got to be strong and confident. And at the end of the day, comics see things different when they look at other comics. The crowd enjoyed me.
Yeah.
So, if they asking for me, and I think you should put me on the show.
Right. There it is.
What you talking about, Ross G?
Yes.
I wasn't,
Yes, thank you,
Shanell miss a beat.
I pay how I weigh, Joe.
Listen.
No, Kobe just put that in the comments. I just
Kobe, what up, man?
I had no
Shout
idea.
out to all the comics tuning in. Like I said, shout out to the Concourse Art Foundation.
Thank you, Kobe.
I want to ask y'all one more thing. I want to know y'all top 5. Then we're going to go into how can we support y'all, how can we follow y'all, all that good stuff. Tell them what you're working on. So right now, Gina G, then Shanell, then Monique, tell us your top 5. There's no rules. There's no order. Who do you think tickles your funny in comedy? It could be anybody all time, your top 5, no order. Go ahead, G.
It's definitely got to be Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, Mike Epps, Cat Williams, Earthquake. Oh my God. Oh my.
Give me a female that you like. Give me a female that you like too.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all, but Earthquake
is legit.
Effort, like it just like a no
These ain't
melody.
These ain't jokes.
These ain't jokes.
Like, dang. Females, Tyree, these 2 women, Monique and Sherelle. I haven't seen y'all, but I don't care because I love y'all. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Joe. I love female comics, even the raunchy ones, even the raggedy ones, because I feel like it takes a lot to go on a stage.
Yes,
not
ma'am.
a man, woman, whatever you may be. It takes a lot. I know some funny niggas at the barbecue. Do you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
I know some funny niggas at the barbecue. But when they got, I tried one on the show I had and put his ass up there, and that nigga was like,
deer in headlights. Right.
Get by. So female comics, I love them, raunchy or not raunchy. Now, if they love me back, okay. If they don't,
Yeah.
I'm into yours, Gina. I love you back, baby.
I love y'all.
Yes.
Are just so funny, and the energy is just like you can feel it. And I'm really big on energy. Even females that don't
love energy.
Even females that don't want to book me. Even females that don't check me.
Don't show them love. Absolutely.
You don't never like shit, but you following me. I don't even understand that. So you know,
I'm gonna do mine real quick. Get out the way. And I'm gonna go to Shanell.
That's your time. That's not what you said.
Wanda Sykes. I heard that, Shanell. You ain't shit.
All right.
Wanda Sykes is a sleeper, and Whoopi Goldberg is another one. Monique, some more. We've been trying to get on here. We're gonna get her on this platform soon. Do y'all remember a comedian by the name of Dominique?
Of course.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Yo. Oh my God.
Of course.
Yo, fucking hilarious. She's by far top 5 of females. It's just she don't get looked at from the industry as somebody that's and what about and of course the OG Hope Flood, her raunchiness. Hope Flood is we got the same birthday. So like we Cancer. So yeah, so those are my females for the night. Shanell and then Monique. What do you think, Shanell? What's your top 5 and more?
My top 5, Damon Wayans.
Oh, come on now. Wait. Which one? There's 2.
Senior.
No, you said Wayans, not Williams. My fault. You said Wayans.
Wayans. Oh, I love Williams too, though.
I was gonna say Damon Williams.
Yeah, I love Williams too. Of course you gotta go Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Mike Epps because he's silly. He's my inner like.
He's stupid. That's my favorite comedian. Male, right now. Male.
Yeah, like. But then I go here. So I gotta go to hometown. Like I told you who I started with. I gotta go to Dr. Gordon. And my last is going to tie between Derek Gaines and Lawrence Owens.
Ooh.
Yeah. DG is a problem.
DG is a problem in these streets,
DG is a problem. and he's just getting really, really going. So yeah, but females like Wanda, of course, Monique, and female-wise, I got to see Gina perform. She's an idiot. Monique, I haven't seen you yet, but I can tell you're an idiot. So I know I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But Just Niche.
Yes.
Just Niche.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Like,
Yeah.
Just Niche gets on stage and she's herself.
Yeah.
And you know who else is sneaky right now and is doing their thing? Paris.
Paris DC.
She's creeping. She creeping.
She
creeping.
So I like, the vets, the TV vets, but I really be looking at the underdogs, like the people who's like rising up right now.
Shout out to Shanell Ali also. Shanell Ali.
She was next. She was definitely next. Shanell Ali. Yo, listen.
Precious Hall. There's a couple females.
No problem. I already shout out Woo Woo from Baltimore.
Woo Woo.
Sheree. Like, I just told Woo Woo today. Stiletto. Like, I got to shout out Dark Child in Philly. We got beef.
Yes.
Like, let's get crazy. Like, we got the up-and-comers. Nicole Spain. Like, we got, like, they getting ready to get busy. So, I'm all for it. Like I said, I be watching them more so. I don't watch, like, I know them, like, I don't watch stand-up anymore. Like, because you know how stuff creeps into our heads.
Right.
So, I'm good on that. Like, if I'm in the club, I catch a little thing. But other than that, I don't watch it on TV. But I like to see the people now, like, becoming and going into their own and becoming who they are.
Coming into
like,
themselves.
I love
and it takes time on stage. You might think you got it, but it takes, I don't care, 5 years, 10, you might not find yourself 20 years on stage.
Right.
So,
right.
I'm going to say, Joe, when I'm done, I come home after every show when I get to come home, or even when I'm on the phone, whenever, laying in the hotel. And my thing is, if I'm talking to my best friend or my husband or my best friend, I'm like, yo, I'm funny. After every show, and they like, yo, we've been through that. But it's like, yo, no, I'm evolving now. Like, I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm getting comfortable on stage. My material's getting stronger. Like, yo, I'm funny. Like, and they like, oh,
it's a good feeling. That's a good feeling.
I'm out.
Mo, come on, Mo. Who's yours?
Okay,
Who's your favorites?
Monique Latise, top 5. Monique Latise.
I knew she was gonna do that.
I love the woman that I've become in the game. 10 years strong. I love, I remember the first time someone said to me, like, they like you on stage already. Now you have to start writing material. It took me years to write material.
I know what that means. Yep.
I know what that means.
Yep.
So once I started writing material and once I started really planting my feet on stage and not just getting up there, it changed the game for me. So
okay.
I'm at the top.
Come on, Monique. That's 2 coughs in less than 10 seconds.
I don't have corona.
I'm messing with you.
You know who I love right now? I'm big on Cat Williams.
Yes.
I'm a cat. Melanie Camacho is I love her.
Yeah, she's funny too. Yep.
Cookie, I love Cookie. Oh my goodness.
Harlem, is that Harlem's Cookie? Come on now, yes.
Cookie, idiot.
Who else? It's so many.
So many.
It is
Earthquake. But you know who I would love to do a tour with right now?
Okay.
Who's one of my favorite? Country Wayne.
Idiot.
I
haven't seen his stand up.
I love his spirit. I would love to be on a show with him.
Shula King is my guy. Shula King is an ass.
Yo, can I add
brother.
Naeem, Lynn? Can
Of
I
course
add
you
Naeem,
can.
Lynn?
Yeah, you can.
Naeem.
Let me tell you why I want to add Naeem Lynn. I was in LA, whatever that Monday is, they do an improv. Whatever. I'm in LA. I'm sitting in the back. And Tony Baker, internet sensation Tony Baker, he goes up and murders this room. He talking about giving the DMV. He ain't changed the topic at all. Hot, whatever. I think he did about 8 and he crushed, right? Naeem just is calm, cool, and collective. Stole this whole show.
Yeah.
Like, and Tony did his thing. But it was like my first time seeing, that's what I'm saying. So beast after beast, but you've seen the 2 different styles.
Right.
And it was just like, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like that rapid fire, then Naeem Lynn was
That's like Marshall Brandon.
Yes.
Marshall Brandon is so laid back.
Very laid back. Yo,
he's a monster.
They after David, like don't get me started with Mushroom. Mushroom, no.
He real calm.
That's my guy.
I call him the Bill Cosby of comedy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marshall
Y'all
Brandon.
can't forget delay. Y'all can't forget delay because
Don't forget delay.
Delay is, oh my God.
Don't you forget delay.
That nigga will murder a stage and his t-shirt be it's so easy. Like I can't deal with
like,
Listen,
that's
I
it.
had Ali Sadiq was on here with Shanell Ali a couple months ago. They was back and they came on here. Ali Sadiq is my guy.
Okay.
Shout out to him. Rodney Perry. Rodney Perry's funny as hell.
Marvin
he was on
Dixon.
here. He's
Marvin
so like,
Dixon.
it's so many comedians. It's a million of us that can do what we all do, and it's not easy. It is not easy getting. It's either you have it or you don't. And this is leading me to something on a positive note. Before we give our social media and our handles and get out of here, I want to hear on a positive note. If there's a young female comic watching in particular that may look up to y'all, or even just advice to any comedian, what do y'all want to say? I'm going to go to Shanell first, then Gina, and then Monique. Just something positive to a comedian watching that wants to do comedy. What would you say to them right now?
Man, listen, take it seriously. Get out there, open mics, stay not pointless. Connect with the right people in your city. You keep going out there, you keep hitting the stages, you're going to find the people that's moving. I had one comic ever tell me I inspired them, and that's Nicole Spain, and that literally meant the world to me because I never would have thought like we do this, but it was literally somebody was like, all right, I want to do comedy because of you.
Right.
I'm like, what? So, you know what I mean? Like that's dope. So I would just say, you know what I mean? Be you. You know, don't steal because that's the fastest way to get you put shit back down.
That's the fastest way to end your career.
Yeah, that's the best way to end your career. Like, even if it's corny, work it out till it fits.
There you go. Yep. From Philly. Word from Philly. Go ahead, G.
Please don't steal.
Please don't.
I mean, my dude. If you're gonna just know that if you do steal, people will tell. Look at me in my eyes right now. Niggas will tell on you, nigga. Don't steal shit. Just because you on the road now and you think that ain't nobody, my nigga, it's a video gonna surface. Somebody gonna catch your ass. Then you gonna get that DM and it's gonna be like, yo, nigga, my jokes. But I want to tell you on the other side, on the flip side of it, don't worry about a nigga stealing your joke because they're not you and they can't deliver it like you. And the persons that see them do it is gonna be like, nigga, So
exactly.
be confident in yourself. That way that's why you gotta be yourself. You gotta talk about your personal life because nobody can steal it. That's why and it takes time. And please listen to me, okay? Don't you change yourself. Do you understand me? You better use them same goddamn jokes until they are recorded and you got to check for them. I'm telling you now because people might not remember your name, but they will remember your joke.
Yeah.
Damn.
Period.
Well said, G. Damn, Gina. Go ahead, Mo.
All right, so two advice I would give is don't sleep with people to get ahead. Keep your legs closed and get on stage. Keep your legs closed because sometimes we may feel like, you know what? Oh, he liked me or, I like him and I'm going to get buddy with him or buddy. Just listen, it's work. It's work.
Yep.
So that's number one. Number two is ask God, is this his will? Because if you out of will, it's not going to work.
Yep.
So
can I add the motto? Can I add?
Yes.
Can I add? I actually probably sent they probably thought they was gonna get some. I never gave it up, but I mean, I probably strung a couple in the beginning. You know what I mean? Because the motto's like, Shorty got a big, hey Gina, Shorty got a big booty. You know what I mean? Right. But don't give it up.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Make sure you get the hotel room. Get the keys.
Get your own room. When you want to roll,
don't do it.
When you want to roll, when you get that good gig, get your own room.
And don't go unless you got a room. Don't tell me.
I don't care how amazing he tell you are and how he feel like your energy and his energy connect. You can make the Bonnie and Clyde.
Don't give him no.
Hey, go ahead.
Get your own room. I don't give a damn.
Man, I almost got caught up. When I first got into comedy, I almost got caught up, but I was like, somebody put it in my ear. Don't sleep with your coworker. Don't sleep with your coworker.
Listen.
Because guess what? Let me tell you something. Egos is something else. That ego start stand up. You know, then he wants you to tell you. He wants you to.
I was about to say that.
Y'all be pillow talking that night, and he be like, "How I do? I did good. You like my set? How I did? Am I the bomb? Am I amazing?"
Listen, I'm so
I ain't got
happy
time
that
to
my
feed
husband,
your ego.
Unsolved mysteries right now with the ladies of comedy.
No, but then you gotta, if you bomb, then we both gotta go, and I gotta be looking at you, and you know you did bad.
Because you made
it every gig you get on, he wanna get on.
It was you made me bomb. You started that.
Yo,
because
y'all are crazy. Listen.
I took your hand. I said, good set, and it fucked me up.
Right. He wants you to tell him all night how good he did.
You heard it first, right here. You heard it first. Get your own room with the ladies of comedy, the funny voices.
Funny voices.
Tell us, where can people find you? How can they support you? What you got coming up? I'm gonna start with Gina, and then Shanell, and then Monique. Tell them where to find you, what you got coming up, what you working on, whatever you got. This is the time. Let's go.
Man, y'all can find me. Y'all already know what it is on Facebook. Gina G Too Funny. That's Gina G TOO Funny. You can find me on Instagram. Gina G #2 Funny. I got a show that I just started. Marlon Randolph gave me. I said something on his show, and he was like, "You need to do it because you're in your closet." And I've been looking for something to do on my own. That's another thing I want to say, y'all. Sometimes it's cool to be with cliques and crews. It's cool to be the only girl with the dudes. You know, that's all good and shit.
Right.
Let me tell you, you'll get used, my nigga, especially if you're better. So you need to make sure that you can hold something down yourself. So I started this show. I'm going to be consistent, whether I got 8 viewers up until I get 8,000,
I see you.
viewers.
Yep.
And, you know, God is good, y'all. You know, I'm healthy. I'm drinking sea moss, taking NutriBurst. And we just gonna keep on growing out here in these streets, because although you may have gone through a horrible season, you know, palm trees don't grow in beautiful weather. My husband tells me that. You know what I'm saying? It takes a storm for a palm tree to grow.
You better preach.
Girl, my husband told me that, girl, because you know what I'm saying? Married 9 years, we got to stand tall, okay?
There you go. Shanell, how can they support you? What you got coming up? All the good shit right now.
So like I said, I run the Clean Comedy Room in Philadelphia. It's called Chuckles. Clean Chuckles. So Shanell Renee, exactly how it's spelled. Shanell Renee on Instagram. Shanell Renee on Facebook. So I mean, I'm on stage tomorrow. I have to figure out. I'm working on an animated series right now. About this like social work atmosphere in Philadelphia with the opioid epidemic. Family Guy type of feel. I love animation, so that's where I am right now. Things are coming to more play. I'm, you know, getting characters and stuff together. So once I get that where I need it to be to bring it out, I will. But follow me. I will say, like I just posted the other day. This has kind of been the best time for me to stop, readjust, and refocus on God first and foremost, and then like my family and getting things in order with my mental health. I'm in therapy every week. There's nothing wrong with therapy.
Nothing wrong.
So.
Nothing wrong.
I will say that, you know, take this time and utilize it to better you. Like all that stuff you've been fighting, all those whatever, just cut it short and figure it out. I mean, we really don't know each other. Please don't call me for a help and a hug, because that's not where this is going. But I will say I'm supporting you from a distance. You know what I mean? Love. But no, definitely, like I and definitely just shout out my Clean Chuckles team, Regina and Keisha and my husband, for supporting me. Like I said, before the shutdown, I had like 8 churches that was booked and sold to bring my show there, like across the country. So yeah, it bothered me, but I realized it gives me more time to come up with a business plan. So take this time and use it. You know what I mean? Use it the best way you can. You don't have to do work all day. Figure out a little bit of time, even if it's 5 minutes, to focus on your dream and then go back to being sad. That's fine. I don't care about that. But do something positive every day. That's it.
That was well said. Come on, Mo. Bring us home on this one, Mo.
There we go, Mo. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. So my situation, I opened up the comedy club February 1st. 6 weeks later, I was shut down. You know, the world was shut down due to COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
I lost so much money, and it's in a mall space, and I'm trying to be able to put myself above water so I can really book and bring everyone in. And it's a struggle. People are still scared to come out. So I'm praying that I can survive. I'm praying that I can stay open, because it really, really is a struggle. So I'm trying to build my Zoom fan base so that people can watch Monique's Comedy Club from all over the world. So you can follow me, Monique Latise on Instagram. Monique Latise Got Jokes on Facebook. My comedy club page, Monique's Comedy Club, and on the gram is Monique Latise Comedy Club. And if you want to make a donation, if you want to
support Black businesses, y'all. This is the time. Facts.
I need all the help I can get, actually. So I'm kind of, this has made me really humble. Because a lot of times, I was doing 7 shows a week prior to this, and it humbled me that you're a business owner, you lost your business in 6 weeks, and now you have to rebuild. So I'm practically begging people, come out, get these laughs. It's okay. We're going to keep you, 2 at one table. Then we're going to put other people right across the room.
Exactly. Social distancing. So,
I'm begging people to come out, and it's very humbling, but I love and I believe in my brand. So I'm willing to be humble and saying, this is going to help you and me, because we all need to learn.
Right.
Yes, Mom.
I mean, we got to support each other. First of all, I just want to say, this is what's dope. I've never met any of y'all in person. Like, this is the first, and people don't get it twisted. I'm a comedian too. I get these jokes, I laugh, I perform around the country, but I've had to adapt in meeting and connecting, but using that same things, those gifts that I have to connect with people, because that's why I got into comedy, to bring people together, to make people laugh. So I'm working out here just like y'all. I put out a mixtape early April. I got an album coming out September 7th. I can't stop working, and I'm looking forward to having y'all on the show and the hug. Like, I remember when I met y'all on Zoom, technically. But no, I think the future is bright. This is a lane that is added to our game. Don't think of it as a handicap, because virtual shows are going to keep going and have budgets and be like, soon there's going to be people in their house like, I'm ready to rock. Let's go. Right. So I think get behind it now. If you're a comedian, perfect all your weaknesses. This is the time to start a website, build your fans. If you're not writing mental notes, becoming more of yourself. And I really love tonight's panel. I want to give y'all a round of applause. Like I said, I was a little nervous, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I said, oh shit, first of all, I don't even look like this in real time. Let me just say this. This is 4 months, Shanell. This is some bullshit, Shanell. I got a baby face. I got a baby face when I'm on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Just take that off. You don't even, don't.
It's a struggle. I can't wait to get up, but I'm looking forward to seeing y'all all perform live when things get back. It may be a month, 2 months, whenever it is. I'm looking forward to booking y'all as well. I do stuff in the Bronx, and we're gonna be doing shows outdoor starting August 15th. So if y'all with it, I will get y'all in New York. Drive on up wherever you come. We'll work it out. But at the end of the day, it's all about support.
Never performed in New York. I've never performed in New York. Never.
You would like to come down to Monique's Comedy Club and bless my spot and donate some time.
I will, darling. I will. I gotta support you. Support me tonight. I got you.
Wednesdays is clean comedy. Thursday I try to have like date night comedy.
Nice.
And Friday is Don't Stop, Get It, Pop That Coochie comedy.
Okay.
So I got something for everybody.
Well, for my West Coast native Gina, I'm on the West Coast right now. I'm with family. I've been sheltering in place in Oakland in these streets, Oakland Hills. But guess what? I'm back in New York. And I can't wait to come back and perform in a bunch of shows starting August 8th and beyond. So I'm going to be in New York. And I'm looking forward to just getting back to just laughing with my comics, whether it's male, female, just my peers, and just having a good time. So I thank y'all. Shout out to the Concourse Art Foundation for powering this. Clap it up for these ladies. If you're on Facebook still right now, thumbs up to them. Make sure you follow all of them, support them, get to know them as people and comedians. And on that note, be safe, wash your hands, wash your ass, and be nice to people, all right? Look, Gina with the damn Gina.
Gina, are you selling it? Are you selling it, Gina?
I'm selling all this head wraps, NutriBurst, ISO.
That NutriBurst is something serious. That NutriBurst right there It's
Link in my
everything.
bio.
I cannot
Link in
live
my
without
bio.
it. I cannot imagine my life without it.
Love
I'm
it.
asking you a
Gina, I
question.
need some.
I'm asking
Gina,
you a
I
burning
need some.
question though.
Oh,
Hold on.
shit.
With the NutriBurst, so is it
Oh,
I
shit.
replace a meal or is it an
Oh,
addition
no.
to what I'm already all the
No.
bullshit I'm eating? Which
No,
which
it's
one?
a multivitamin.
Okay. Y'all
It's
said
a
at the same
it has
time. Oh
72.
shit.
It has 72 minerals. Your body is made up of 102 minerals. This vitamin has 72 minerals, and it's the only liquid vitamin out there. All of the rest of them are gummies that have to still digest in your system. This
Okay.
gets to your system immediately. Sebum has 92
And it gives
minerals.
you
guys,
energy.
so
It gives you
get your-
energy.
Yes, everything, y'all. We got to keep our immune system up.
All
because
right,
they
just send me
kill
some. How much I got
They
to send you to
kill
send me
it.
some? Because you're doing too much.
All right.
I'm
Just
just
send
sending
me
it by
some.
Chanel.
Come
Dang.
on.
You could have made me a hook.
You know what?
Right?
I want that tea. I need that tea. I need that flattening tea for the
Link
stomach.
in my bio. You will shit. I'm sorry. You will. You will. You will.
Yo.
But it'll be good ones. I'm sorry. Okay, we went too far. But just link in my bio or DM me. But
Yes. And listen, I definitely gonna be coming through Jersey. I'm gonna be there for a few months. So Mo, I'm gonna holler at you.
Please do.
G, I gotta
Such
come
a
on your I gotta come
pleasure.
on your chat in the closet show. You already know that. I gotta come through.
Yes,
Show some
Joe.
love.
Don't worry. All these ladies too. It's going down. I love meeting y'all.
Chanel, I do
love it.
clean comedy too. I be cussing, but I do clean comedy too.
Listen. That's half of, that's 90% of my comics I bring. You can talk about that.
You already. And let me say this. Philly has always been home. Shout out to you, Brown. He was in New York with my guys, K. Smith,
White guy.
Ken Jones, John Phillips, the big dummy. Who else?
Big dummy.
Big dummy. Just
The
a
big
bunch
dummy.
of dope Philly people that have always supported
Craig
us. So, yeah.
McLaren. The guy go with Craig.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
guy.
And Lil Treviso,
I love Philly.
little trio. I call him little trio, little gang. He gang bang during the week and he comedy on the weekends. You know what I'm saying?
Who, Craig?
Yeah.
Craig got me a solid killer. Like, why you so husky and little?
But y'all be good. Y'all
Be
be
blessed,
safe.
y'all.
I'll
Thank
talk
you,
to y'all
Joe.
soon. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm ordering tea. I was saying.
I gotta get some tea.
Chanel, you crazy. You know that, right?
Sometimes they tell me that.
Oh, man. That was fun. Shout out to Gina G. Shout out to Monique Latise. Shout out to Shanell Renee in here. Just cutting up. Got to talk about a lot. And I'm looking forward to doing more of these all-female panels. Just getting the laughs, you know? So that's what we're doing right now. If you enjoyed the show, feel free to send a donation to the Cash App, Con Art Foundation. If you got Cash App, if you got PayPal, paypal.me/CAF NYC. Yeah. Nicole, what up? Ray, that was fun. Rick, what up? Bronx in the building. Latoya, what up? Yes. Enjoy y'all Saturday. Share this live. If you missed it, go back and watch it. Shout out to the Concourse Art Foundation. If you ever want to know what's going on with us, visit www.cafnyc.org. And just so you know, this Thursday, that's right, today's Saturday, this Thursday, if you're in the Bronx, pull up to Mont Haven Bar and Grill. That's right, 1 Bruckner Boulevard, Mont Haven Bar and Grill. We got this dope lot where we putting on a live event, the Wordplay Cafe Live, featuring poetry and spoken word artists. So if you know the Bronx and you know 1 Bruckner Boulevard and you know Mont Haven, you want to pull up 5 to 8. We got DJ Chase, a bunch of talented artists performing, doing poetry and spoken word. So pull up. And starting August 15th, we're going to be doing comedy nights in the lot. So yeah, food, drinks, laughs, social distancing, get your mask, all that. So I'm back and I'm looking forward to everything. Shout out to Glenn checking in. My guy Kenneth in the building checking in. Nick Snow. Yeah, I'll see y'all soon, sooner than later. Make sure y'all download my comedy album coming out September 7th. It's called Joe Hill Live from Chocolate City. You can pre-order it now. You can go to my website, www.thisisjoehill.com. Everything's there. Hey. I will see y'all next Saturday. That's right. I will see y'all next Saturday, August 1st. Some people are like, are you doing all female again? I don't know. I got some surprises on this one though. Shout out to all ladies that were on here one more time. Gina G, Monique Latise. Monique Latise, black business owned in Paterson, New Jersey. I'm sorry, but there ain't too many other females that own a comedy club that I know. So make sure you go show her some love. She got the virtual shows happening, so you ain't got to go up right now. You can just pull up on your couch and watch it. That's even more convenient. Shout out to Shanell Renee from Philly. Check her out with the Clean Comedy Shows and representing Philly. Y'all be well, be safe, wash your hands, and wash your ass.